Hello everyone and welcome back to another video for Plague Inc. Evolved. Today we'll be going over the Nano-Virus on Mega Brutal difficulty. We only have 3 more plagues left, which is Bioweapons, Simian, and then the Shadow Plague, which is a part of the DLC, but that must be done as well. Of course, we're going to jump right into it, and of course, I'm going to show you guys the genetic code and my method on how I did this the fastest and the best. So for starters, you want ATP boost, followed by genetic mimic. For our third option, you then want Aquasite. Our fourth is going to be a little bit tricky, but I went with Utophile. And then, of course, we want to do Symptostasis. This will help us in the long run. We, of course, want to start it on Mega Brutal difficulty because, that's why you guys are here, of course. And once you start on Mega Brutal difficulty, you can name it whatever you like. I just go with the base name as I don't really want to change it because there's no reason to. Of course, as always, we're going to start off in Saudi Arabia because that is better than starting off in China or Greenland or anything else. And this one we kind of have to hurry up a bit, mainly because of the fact that the Nano-Virus works really fast and the cure works even faster. So of course, if you're new to these videos, what we like to do is we like to end up putting, into phases so that way you guys can follow it. But of course, we're going to start off with phase 1, and following this guide will guarantee you a win, but be aware there are some random events in doing this. So while this might work one time, you might have to try it 2, 3, 20 times. For me, some of these work really easily. Other times they work not at all. But of course, now we're going to get into it with phase 1. So for phase 1 of the Nano-Virus, we want to do the following symptoms: nausea, rash, cysts, hypersensitivity, paralysis, coma, insomnia, paranoia, seizures, and code fragment interception. Doing all these will greatly increase our cure's infectivity, and also the Nano-Virus is one of those viruses that you need to start doing from the beginning and start kicking ass and taking names as soon as possible. Phase 1 is small compared to phase 2. The reason why phase 2 will be a lot more longer, I would say, is because it's going to center more on destabilizing the cure and raising our infectivity of the globe. But that's for phase 1. Now we move on to phase 2. Now don't be intimidated by phase 2. I will explain each and every single category on this list. For phase 2, we want to evolve abscesses, sweating, coughing, pneumonia, sneezing, and skin lesions for our symptoms. These will, like I said, increase our infectivity on airplanes, as will the following: Air 1, Water 1, Air 2, Water 2, and Extreme Bioaerosol. You're probably wondering why I didn't pair Air 1 and 2 and Water 1 and 2 together. The reason for that is because once we pair Air 1, it will infect the airplanes, and then you will exit out of the menu. Then you will do Water 1 because it will start infecting the boats, and then so on and so on. Just so then that way when you're waiting for your DNA to come up, you're infecting everything. That way you're just not infecting the airplanes and then infecting, boats. After that, you want radical elements stabilized, followed by cold resistance 1 and 2, heat resistance 1, drug resistance 1 and 2, and heat immunity. This will help our cure, slowly not cured, our virus not be cured, and doing so will enable us to infect more people without the virus going up a lot. Pay no attention to the virus percentage in this. You have nothing to worry about. This guide will make sure that you guys win, as will the end result in phase 3. After drug immunity, you then want to move on to code segmented interception. Think of it as code fragment interception 2. Again, intended to mess with the kill switch signal, so then we're not killing people really fast. You then want to do replication factory overload. This messes with the virus replicators for a period of time, and it boosts the infectivity. Unfortunately, once it's used, it damages the virus ability to infect minor, which is why this has been put off till now. So it will kind of infect people, but at the same time it won't, but it will help you a lot. And then, of course, you want genetic hardening 1 and 2 because we want to make the cure harder, to kill our virus and kill our game. And then finally, you want encryption breached. So we're disrupting the signal again, which again cuts the broadcast cure progress down significantly. We're saving this for last because the cure will end up, slowly building up again at this point. But that will conclude phase 2. Our third and final phase will consist of the following: insanity, dysentery, necrosis, and hemorrhagic shock. followed by Broadcast Interceptor Overload. The reason we saved this for last is so then that way the cure will not end up being too much and will end up destroying their chances of you losing the game. This will greatly increase your win chances, which is what you want on Mega Brutal, mainly because Mega Brutal is a shitstorm. But that's been the video, guys, so hopefully this helped you in any way, shape, or form. Remember, Plague Inc. is very, very RNG based, but if you watch my method on doing this, then 9 times out of 10 you'll win the game. It's that very small percentage where you have a chance of losing. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching. The support on this has been a little bit under what I thought it would be, but I'd rather these just get out on YouTube so that way people know what to do when they get this game and they want to platinum it. I will also be putting out all the minor trophies and random events on how to get those as well. But do me a favor, guys, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification box. I'm posting daily Destiny content along with trophy guides and challenge videos when I can. Comment down below if this helped you in any way, shape, or form. And as always, guys, have a great day and peace out, and please enjoy the rest of the footage.